Hi everybody, my name's Killfug, and today we're going to be taking a stab at solving the Epstein case, the Epstein files, the Epstein mystery, whatever you want to call it. There's been a lot of buzz in the past, well, many years, but especially recently, in the past few weeks, if you haven't been paying attention, a lot of buzz about the Epstein files and names on lists and associates of Epstein and things like that. There's a lot of theories going around, as there usually are about things like this, about who's connected to who's involved, who's guilty, what happened when. And I thought I'd just go ahead and take today's lecture as an opportunity to catch you up and also to pretty much tell you what I think happened and what is continuing to happen with the story as it's unfolding. And anything that I do that I write down here and that I visualize for you and explain that hasn't happened yet, most likely will happen soon. So you don't really have to pay attention to the news after you finish watching this. So let's go ahead and get to the opening credits here. Let's get started. So it's going to be right here. It's going to be boom, boom, boom. This is my name here, folks. K-Y-O, dot in the middle, F-U-G. That's me. Today, we're going to be discussing the Epstein files. We're going to figure it out. It's a big mystery, folks. Who's in the files? Who did it? Who done it? A lot of people, apparently, but we'll get into that. If you'd like to follow along, today we're going to be using, I'm going to be dipping in to these little art sticks here to get some color to help visualize things, especially do portraits, because we don't have a way to display a monitor. So when if I bring up someone, I'm going to have to do a portrait. But I'd recommend just following along if you have a king-size Sharpie on hand. Go ahead and use your king-size Sharpie. If you have a Magnum Sharpie, that'll work, or a standard fine point Sharpie, or if you have any Sharpie products, go ahead and use those. If you have other brands, should be all right, but I'd recommend Sharpie because their logo is cool. All right, let's go ahead and get to the first page. Let's get down to the first opening question. Now, let's say you didn't know anything. You're just watching this, you want to catch up. So who was Jeffrey Epstein? He was an evil guy. He was also a PDF file, which is internet lingo for bad person who likes kids in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like, who's a famous example? The Subway guy. And he had a lot of rich and powerful friends. And that's the ticket here, is that he had a lot of rich and powerful friends, folks. And that's what people are fascinated, because there's a lot of creepy guys do bad things. But the thing is this guy was pretty much a distributor, an operator who trafficked people. And there's a lot of rich and popular people who were friends with him. And most of them say they had no idea that he did any of this stuff. A lot of people will say, hey, just believe these celebrities and politicians. I say go for it. Believe them. I'm sure they're right. All right, let's move on to the next page. So we know who he is, but we don't know what he looks like. So let me demonstrate that for you. So this is kind of what he looked like. I'm demonstrating his 2019 mugshot here. You can go ahead and find different photos of him, but this is kind of how I remember him from this mugshot. So this is kind of what he looked like. This is what he had going on. Total creep and disgusting man, horrible man, and he was a disgusting man. But apparently a lot of people thought, hey, this guy who is a horrible pig I should go on his private plane and I should go hang out with him. That seems like a nice feller. He was convicted of what in 2009? What? I couldn't hear you. When's the plane taking off? You said he did. Sorry, I can't hear you. The engine's already on. I had to get on. You tell me what you were talking about later. That's what happened every time. Every time someone was, a good person was about to get on the plane, someone, their friends would try and say, hey, wait, that guy's a registered sex offender. Da, da, da. Nope. They couldn't hear him because of the sound of the plane. And he was probably sad because he knew he was going to get murked any day. Just because this is his mugshot. I'll just go ahead and put that here. Mug shot 2019. That was when he got murdered in jail. Or hung himself or whatever happened. A lot of people have a theory that he was actually killed by a Forrest Gump impersonator, but there's been no solid evidence. Alrighty, tidy. Now, if you didn't know, there was a certain file drop that happened the other day where all these files came out, okay, folks? So what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you a few of the people who were involved in these files or pictured heavily, or maybe we just knew already they were involved. Let's go and start with a new one. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, pictured with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, this is interesting because Michael Jackson already had his own weirdness allegations to battle, and he lost because he died. So then the narrative could get away from him. I really think, honestly, if I was his PR, I would have said, hey, Michael, I would say don't die, but some say that him dying made it so like people were more apprehensive about talking about him because he had died. It's like, hey, don't put disrespect on his name. This guy died. And he has this big shoulder tassels, things, whatever those are called, like in marching band. And he has his eyebrows, which are like that. And so that's MJ. That's Michael Jackson when he met Jeffrey Epstein. At that point, he had already gotten all that famous plastic surgery. He was already looking, like this. So I'm just going to do the, already been bleached here. I'm going to get that on there. Going to get the little tassel-y things. What are these called? Shout out to everybody who knows what those things are called. Those shoulder pad danglers that the marching band people wear. Michael Jackson loved to wear those. Let's see, what else does he have? He didn't have a lot of color at that point. I mean, he's pretty much full marshmallow action. Did a little bit of this. I think I remember seeing a little bit of this. I remember seeing a little bit of that, and also there was a lot of it. Come on, it's MJ. This was going on. So that was MJ when pictured with Deppy Epstein. Right there. Do I think Michael Jackson is guilty of anything? I am probably. I know that he has been in a room with doo-doo feces. You can look it up. But that's Michael Jackson as pictured with Jeffrey Epstein. Who's another one? Hey, throw out a celebrity. Just throw out a celebrity. Guess. Who's next? It's Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton. Now this guy, he was president and known for his jiggly thighs, his southern drawl, playing the saxophone, and being a sax offender. Now, he was a total creep, and pretty much there was this secretary, someone way below him because he was, way below him for another reason, but way below him because, he was the president. So pretty much anybody in government is below him technically, kind of. And then you see what he thought, hey, I'm going to go ahead and have an affair with this person. And then people were like, yeah, that's cool. The only people who were angry about it were mostly Christian people who thought sex was gay. And then everyone else was just like, hey, broads. So that's a shame. So let's go ahead and get Bill Clinton. Let's go ahead and get him when he was chilling in that hot tub. And, Bill, good old Bill, was chilling in the hot tub with somebody. Now, see, the thing is, Bill, is why did this person have a redacted face, Bill? What's up with that? Come on, Bill. There he is. Look at those big, juicy pectorals. Man, Bill Clinton been working out. He's laying there. And his eyes are really dilated because apparently whenever you're hanging out with Epstein, you just get tons of flash photography going on. And so that's Bill Clinton when he was hanging out in the in that hot tub. Now let's go ahead and get it's on the island, so you know what that means. Fun in the sun. So he's got that nice bronze tan. That's what we know Bill Clinton for, is his bronzy complexion. And then let's see what else. It's Bill Clinton, so he has his scary blue veins all over the face. See what these blue veins are on the Bill Clinton over here is that's all the Democrat juice that he drinks. Democrat brand Mountain Dew called Democrat juice, and gets in your veins, makes your veins swell up. And then don't forget to put the lovely lady next to him. Just some random lady. Who knows who she is? We don't, because her face has been redacted. So, she's been redacted. So who knows who that could be? Separate note, it's like they mentioned that a lot of people would be redacted, would be victims. Do you think Bill Clinton is guilty? Guilty or not guilty? Shout out in the comments if you think Bill Clinton is guilty of was guilty of a lot of things, but if you think his association with Epstein means that he's done some bad stuff with old Epi boy. If you think that's the case, if you think he's gotten naughty with EpiPen and that he should be sent to jail, sound off in the comments. Let's go ahead and get to the next one. Why don't we do another? Hey, any Bills fans out there? Let's do another Bill Gates. This is the mastermind behind the computador that I am looking at right now. This is Bill Gates. Here we go. So Bill Gates, you would think, what a nerd, what a Poindexter, what a little scoundrel. Why would he be going over there? What's up with that? Isn't he just a nice little guy who likes the environment? Isn't he a nice little environment guy? What's up with that? Why is he why are you going over there? Why are you going over there, buddy? And you see, the thing is that when you have billions of dollars, you tend to be a bit of a horrible person, even if you posture as an environmental Andy or whatever you want to call it. You tend to be a bit of a bastard. Now, here's Bill. I said Bill Clinton. We already did him. Here's Bill Gates. Is a bit of a creepster. I see. The only thing I knew about him was he made a computer. Cool. He does it kind of virtue signals and is like kind of pretends, climate exists. Okay, cool. And he also jumped over a chair from standing once. I was like, that's cool. Seems like a cool guy. Oops. Really close friends with Jeffrey Epstein, goes over there all the time, and wife divorces him because of association with Epstein. Oh, damn. He was doing so good. He was doing so gosh darn good. As you know, pretty much the majority of Bill Gates' body has been replaced with the synthetic loop Microsoft brand Windows 11 Cyberflesh, so it is gray as of current year. Also has the special Windows teeth, which come in brown or gray. To contrast his gray skin, you got the brown. And then all those Windows 10 backgrounds, where'd they come from? He vomited them up. How'd you know? He also has the Oakleys on. You know how Bill Gates is. There he is. Bill Gates from Windows fame. This is Bill Gates from Windows. Guilty or not, folks? What do you think? Do you think his association with EpiPen? Do you think it is a reason to convict this man of no and send him to jail? I don't know. I mean, there's just like a ton of evidence, so could be anyone's guess. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Do you know? Who knows? It could have been. He could have been innocent of hanging out. He just didn't know because he didn't know that he was doing that stuff. Next. Let's go ahead and do the Commander-in-Chief. The current Commander-in-Chief, Don Trump, a.k.a. Toronto Trump, the Golden Boy. Let's go ahead and get him going here. He's so fun to draw. He has so many features that are fun to draw. So, I mean, first of all, there's this thing. There's the hair. Iconic. I don't know what he did to his nose, but there's something wrong with it. Great. Those big Satan eyebrows that he got from his father. It's terrifying. The eyes. Don't forget that's where this is the part where, you get the frickin' spray tan doesn't get in there, so he gets the white around his eyes. That's fun. Let's do this look. You know about this? When he does that lip thing. Wrong. That thing. Capture that a little bit there. A little bit of the jowls. Seems like him and Nixon had that in common. They have nothing else in common. Just that. And then there's his body. So that's old Donnie right there. Donnie Rump. Now, the files just came out, and, it's weird. There's, barely anything in there about him. Now, I think I'm going to trust my friends in the government, and I'm going to go ahead and say that innocent, 100% innocent. I don't think he's involved, because the government said that it's a hoax. There's nothing in there. But there is pictures of Bill Clinton, so hey, maybe Bill Clinton, maybe Bill Clinton did it. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? I don't think we'll ever know. I think we should all just stop looking into this stuff. Hey, can we stop talking about, this guy who, EpiPen? You still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? Come on now. It is the year 2025. It was over 5 years ago that he died. Get over it. I'm going to trust my friends in the government and say it's okay. This is Donnie. This is Don. This is Donnie right here. Oh, I forgot. Why not? Maybe this is a rare one. Wearing his 90s. There we go. That's Donnie. That's him right there. There he is. The man, the myth. Is he guilty? We don't know. I'll trust my friends in the government. They say he's not guilty. Okay, he's not guilty. Cha-ching. Free to go, sir. Thank you for your service. Good old Dronny Drump. Bouncing off of him, let's go right into one of his old pals. Another fun person to draw. This is going to be Steve Bannon, conservative Anderson III. The thing about Bannon is that his eyes are like this. And I love that. I love that I get to draw this. This is so fun. Look at that. I love that I get to draw this guy. Now, what did Bannon do? He was making a documentary, apparently, about Epstein, and that explains why he was hanging out with him and helping him so much and talking to him so much and being friends with him and being colleagues and etc., is because, he was actually making a documentary about how bad Epstein was. You know how, like, let's say you find out your neighbor's a serial killer. First thing you do, you dial in. You don't dial 911, you dial in. You go get the nice camera. You go get a film crew. You start doing interviews. You make a documentary while he kills all these people, right? Same thing with Mr. Bannon. He did the same thing. He was like, oh, this is a great idea. What I'll do is I'll just make a documentary about this serial vape guy and just sort of, make a documentary. Help the world. Justice via documentary. You know how, like, they'll do a documentary on YouTube about somebody who did something bad, like this streamer faked views, and it's a documentary. That's what this feller Steve Bannon was doing about EpiPen. Now let's go ahead and get the skin going. He requires a combo cocktail. He requires a combo. If you've ever seen him, definitely is a combo of these colors. So let's get all four of these cooking. There we go. Yeah. That looks like our man. He looks like this because he's been in politics for a while, and he's just pretty much one big open wound at this point. Which wouldn't anybody. Oh, but there's other people who've been in politics for a while. Yeah, but he's been around the most, like, just the most annoying people. The grossest, most annoying people. And, because of that, his body is falling apart. And he's melting. So what do you guys think? What do you think, Steve from Minecraft? Steve Bannon. Do you think he's guilty? 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 Do you think he did it? Do you think he did it? I don't know. Could a guy this gross and disgusting? Well, he knew that Epstein was bad. He said that. He knew he was bad and stayed around anyways, which usually defense is, oh, I had no idea. So he knew he was bad and hung out with him. Oh yeah, it was to make a documentary. Take him down. Content nuke. Take him down. Okay, good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. All right. Good for him. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Who's your favorite person that's been listed in the files? I'd love for you to sound off in the comments. Guess what? You were in the Epstein files. The photo's lost, but I remember what it looked like. I'm gonna draw it. There's Epstein on the beach. And here's you. Remember all that flash photography they always had going on? They were always photographing every famous person that was there. And you're just happy as a clam because you're like, I'm at this totally rich, innocent person's house. Look at me. I'm just so innocent. I'm just here for they have great bevies. They have a great margarita. They have a great bevy. And there he is right there, the evil man. This is you. And this is the man, Epstein. And it's on the beach. You thought I wouldn't have saw this. No, I saw this. Oh yeah, there you go. Details. They're your trunks. Yeah, I saw you. You were there. Yeah, I saw that you were there. But it's okay because you told me you had no idea that anything was going on. So that means you're completely innocent. Congratulations on your innocence. Congratulations. Enjoy your freedom. Okay. Moving right along here, folks. We're moving right along. And if you ever feared anything, you should fear the Ghoul Man himself. Let me tell you. Who's the Ghoul Man? The Ghoul Man is the person who's been behind all of this. Let me draw him for you. The Ghoul Man is the person who makes all bad stuff in the world. He makes all the bad people in a lab. And he says, I'm the Ghoul Man. Now, why does this guy do so much bad stuff? Why doesn't he just stay at home and stay in Discord and just order DoorDash like the rest of us? The thing is that he really likes to see pain happen in other people. You know, he is pretty much just the source of all pain and suffering. Now, you could say, wait a second, you're just describing Satan. But, come on, all that stuff, that's silly. That's kindergarten, elementary stuff. All that stuff's fake. This is a real guy, though. This is a real guy. I've seen this guy. This is a real guy. You gotta trust me, this is a real guy. Now, why do I hide this from the world for years? Because you haven't heard of him until now. It's like, well, couldn't you have gone and destroyed this guy? Well, see, the thing is that we had some anonymous tips about this guy, you know, in the 90s, but we just kind of chose to ignore them because he might have been an intelligence asset. So even though he's like literally the most evil guy, we had to kind of protect him for a while. And then the only reason you're hearing about him now is because the journalists started digging into it and got too far, and it's to the point where we have to cut him off and take him out. The trial's set soon. Alrighty. Now, let's go ahead, and a big character in this is Speaker Johnson, who is the king of the House of Representatives in good old Washington, D.C. Now, he is an interesting guy because he's an absolute Poindexter. Let me draw him for you. Now, what he likes to do is he likes to hide the Epstein files because I don't know, because he's a coward. He's just a coward. I'm a Poindexter. I'm a nerd. That's what he's like. He's a complete nerd. People who say bring back bullying, people was like, oh, we should bring back bullying. We should bully people. But then there are also people who like this guy. I'm like, pick a side. Come on. Come on. I mean, pick a side. You think this guy's cool? But you're like, bring back bullying? If they brought it back, this guy would be done. If they brought it back, this guy would be the first to be shoved inside of a toilet, inside of a locker. Are you kidding me? Are you joking with me right now? Look at this guy. I mean, he would have been shoved so far in a locker, you would have thought that he would have been, you know, ontologically at that point, he would have been part of the locker. Okay? What a dork. What a dork this guy is. Actually, I'm a smart guy, but you know, like, I don't care what you think of politics, if you have good opinions or bad ones. you just listen to this guy talk, and he's just a pain in the ass. It's like, oh my God, like it's like the guy who presents at school for his presentation. You're like, oh, we have to get through this. We have to get through this. Apparently, this guy's a loser. All right, move it on. This one's going to be really quick. This is Kash Patel. Kash Patel is the director of the FBI. Most importantly, he is a podcaster. He still kind of is a podcaster. But this is Kash Patel right here, in case you didn't know what he looked like. He sweats, and his eyes get big, and he has weird, not ratty, but weird, like stringy hair, like when you don't take care of your lawn kind of look. And he's nervous. I think he has a little bit of stubble. Maybe he just rolled around in some pencil shavings or something. So this is Kash Patel right here. Secret agent man. Is he guilty? I don't know. Probably he looks guilty. I'll tell you that much. I don't know if he did anything wrong, but put this guy in a lineup. He's done. He's cooked because he looks like that. That's Kash Patel. Now, something we have to consider is that, before we solve this mystery, I want to bring it. So you're like, okay, so you're drawing a lot of like this current administration. Okay. Me put Bill Clinton in there, but he's, dinosaurs from the 90s. Yeah. So what about Biden? What, is he good? No, because he hid the stuff for years. So the reason Biden is bad is because he said some silly stuff during his campaign because he's old, and that's the only bad thing he ever did. So let me go ahead and draw him for you. So here is Joe Biden. So this is Joe Biden here. Current year. Here he is. Don't forget the suit. And don't forget the right here. It's the the cobwebs. And there he is. There's Joe Biden. There he is. And that's what he looks like. Not doing so hot. I haven't seen him appear publicly since he graduated from being president. Hope he's doing okay. Seems like he's doing fine. He has all his teeth. Look at that. Not everyone can say that. I lost a bunch of my baby teeth. He probably still has his baby teeth in his mouth somewhere. That's how good he is at NATO. He beat NATO. He beat Medicare. All right. Let's tie it all back together. Let's resolve it. The answer, stick with me, the answer to the Epstein files, the answer, here it is. Whoever you don't like is the only one guilty. And you thought it was going to be you thought, he's going to do a big diagram with connections. No, that's it. Whoever you don't like, guilty. Same goes the other way. Oh, but I've always liked... Oh, I'll give him benefit of the doubt. Oh, that person, chill. That person's chill. That person's fine. Oh, but that person I don't like? Now that one's probably the guilty one. But Bill Clinton, like he played the saxophone. He played notes, and that was really cool. oh man, he's probably okay, or oh, Mr. Trumpy, he like, you know, he had a cool reality TV show that I liked, and he was my favorite WWE character, so he's fine. There you go. If you believe he's fine, it's fine. It's all good. But if you're like, oh, I love Apple products, I hate Bill Gates, boom, guilty, guilty, guilty. It's that easy, folks. It's that easy, folks. Alrighty, let's go ahead and wrap things up here. This has been me, Kyofug. Kyofug. Oh yeah, you didn't catch that? I put a dot in the O. I always do that. Except when I don't. But I usually do when I do. So, Kyofug. That's me. Today we learned about the Epstein files. I'll put here solved because we figured it out. I hope you learned a lot today. I hope this was informative and pejorative. If you really enjoy learning this kind of stuff, please check out the other videos on the YouTube channel. They're all full lectures. They're beautiful. On YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, we have clips of every single lecture that comes out. Sometimes before the new one comes out, sometimes a little teaser. But you should really check it out. I recommend, if you didn't catch everything in this video, if you're still a little confused, watch it multiple times, share it with friends, watch it with a group of people, analyze it, send it, clip it, send it to a bunch of people. But overall, I think this video was very successful at communicating the whole picture of what has happened with this whole EpiPen situation. So I really hope you learned something and that you have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.